Vous avez la capture de mon écran extraordinaire. Est-ce qu'il y a tout dessus? Oui, moi j'ai tout mis. C'est parti. Bah ouais, écoute. C'est parti. Ah! Quel plaisir!
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah!
Pas de sous-titres?
Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Pourquoi les sous-titres ont
Come
disparu?
on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes,
sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Vous pouvez expliquer pourquoi il y avait des sous-titres et il n'y a plus de sous-titres? Ah, voix uniquement. Texte élément, merci. Juste blabla, moins de rythme. Version longue.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
En gros, pour te résumer, c'est un peu fort encore. C'est vraiment la musique qui est forte en vrai. Putain, qu'est-ce que je dis? Ah oui, ils sont sortis d'un espèce de truc horrifique machin et qu'ils ont fait plein d'aventures, ils ont rejoint, j'ai l'impression que c'était leurs parents.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with
Et
cheese
puis
inside.
il veut des Scorbutox depuis tout à l'heure, j'en ai plein le cul. Et ouais, ils ont demandé d'arrêter de nous suivre en fait. Et bah c'est parti.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Ok.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Ça a l'air...
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Ça a l'air sympathique.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
Chope de
Can we
grog.
get a mug of grog, please?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Beat it!
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Mais en vrai, en fait, là, on est tout de suite après les premiers Monkey Island où en fait, ouais...
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
le fait qu'on soit un pirate émérite et tout, et que le Tchak soit notre ennemi.
They
On
put it
continue
on a
tout de
leg to
suite
keep you
après en
from
fait le
walking
fait
off
qu'on
with
ait,
it.
on ait rêvé ça quoi. Ah, est-ce que je laisse le chat?
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Attendez, parce que je pense que ça va être un peu chiant. What? Vas-y, prends la clé frérot.
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
C'est parti. Où les chiottes? Ça doit être ça. Faire des bêtises. Hein.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
D'accord. Heureusement que c'est de la boue, ouais.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
Ça ressemblait pas trop à de la boue pour moi en fait. C'est pour se laver les mains ça.
I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do.
On a une liste de tâches. Ok. Laver. T'es plus dégueulasse en sortant des
Chucky,
chiottes. En
why don't you look in the toilet?
No way, you do it.
Okay.
Huh.
fait. On peut pêcher, trop bien.
Gross.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
In France, they call a scurvy.
I can't even tell if it's animal, vegetable, or mineral. It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Quelle horreur.
Gross.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
Ok. Une petite pièce de 8. Putain, on se déplace vite, c'est vachement agréable en vrai.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
What can we get with this?
Ah.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
J'espère que ça avait vraiment le
Take
goût.
'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Ok. Ah, les mouches avec aussi, c'est...
So good. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Donc là, on a plus de 4, c'est ça? Ok. Trouver nos vrais parents.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Je sais pas si c'est... Est-ce que c'est
Did you know
assez
it
fort
was-
en vrai?
No,
C'est assez
it
fort
was-
en vrai? Que moi, dans mon casque, c'est méga fort.
Smell if you don't wash them.
J'ai l'impression que je suis quand même plus fort que le jeu, non? Que tant mieux.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
Quoi?
Exhibit removed.
Mais hein? Il chill. Oh, oh là là. Tarasmo, il était en méga chill.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
This would be
You,
great for apple bobbing.
Il est où rapido là?
Wakey,
up.
wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello?
Parler au perroquet, j'imagine.
He's dead to the world.
Sounds real.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Putain, tu commences à me faire chier avec tes Scooby-Doo. Avec tes Scooby-Doo là. Ah, bah le voilà, là c'est rapido. Il était là. Oh la chillance.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do. Give me that. I'm an expert planner.
Oula.
There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Pardon? Non mais t'as cru que ça... T'as cru que j'étais une liste de courses en fait? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ces conneries? Mais quoi? Parler de l'encre? Trop bien.
That's a cool anchor. That just shows how little you know about anchors.
Oh merde.
This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have.
Ok,
Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in
C'est quoi le
combat.
bouton?
Shot from cannon.
En fait, elle a été utilisée pour le combat lors de la bataille. Attends. Boy Brush, putain, on s'appelle plus Guy Brush, on s'appelle Boy Brush. Mais j'ai appuyé sur quoi là?
As a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then people noticed what had the current, but you can on a modern. That's to prevent the little most ink about third. Oh, but the word they're called. Yeah.
Ah, intéressant. Ah oui, c'est ça. Ok. Ah, ça c'est vachement pratique. Bon, ce qui est pas pratique du tout, c'est que ça fait réplique par réplique au lieu d'avoir un
That's a cool
déroulé.
anchor. That just shows how. Did you? They were used. They started then. The current.
Y a pas un
but
autre bouton?
you can still find the old on a modern. That's to prevent the little
C'est pas très
most
pratique
ink
d'appuyer sur
about
ce
third.
bouton.
Oh, but the word they're called. Yeah.
Alors qu'est-ce qu'on a à faire du coup? Après, c'est qu'il faut faire il y a un trèfle à 4 feuilles, il y a à mettre de la sauce sur son... Oui bah j'ai vu. Sur le Scooby-Doo là. Petit quai à la course. Faut donner à manger à des canards. Putain mais faites un vœu au puits à souhait. Allez.
Hey Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Nuts!
Quoi? J'ai lu... Mais attends. Attends,
Did you know you can keep a straight?
Non, faut que je le batte, mais
You up for another race?
y a pas de bouton.
I'll officiate. 3, 2.
Hey, cheater!
You have to wait until I say go.
Ah oui, faut que je spam en fait.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! I win!
Je t'ai démonté mon gars. Ok, j'imagine qu'il y a pas de... Attends, il y avait pas un... Ok. C'était pas possible d'interagir avec. Donc là, il y a supposé nos parents, mais je pense pas que c'est le cas en vrai.
Hey, hands off!
Je veux nourrir les coins-coins.
Excuse me,
Yes?
Oui.
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Bah, et ça change quoi que je lui donne?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Et puis être...
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Ok. Il a l'air de kiffer
I
sa
want to
vie.
feed the duck.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Putain, il est tellement drogué au... Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc?
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Et tout simplement le ramasser et de le mettre quand même dessus. Ce qui est totalement différent. Ah,
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
et ça
Good
sera
luck
plus
with
qu'un
that.
but. Faut un peu d'orange pour... Attends, je suis vraiment en train de le chercher là.
I'll find a clover some other time. Do you like to hunt for four-leaf clovers?
Yeah, I leave them where they are and take the extra leaves off. I want things to be even.
J'ai vu la pièce, mais attends,
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if.
pourquoi elle vient? Dès qu'on est là, elle vient. Et à moins que bah je le vois ici, mais...
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Comme ça, moi j'ai pas de chance, hein. C'est faux. Tu peux les
I
accéder?
never thought I'd ever find one.
Oh mon dieu. Oh mon dieu. Ah. Oula.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Ah. C'était, je pense, autre chose. Bon. Il manque quoi? Donc il faut donner à manger au coin-coin. S'entraîner à l'escrime.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
Il n'y avait pas de combat avant, c'était des... C'était un jeu de verbal
You
sur...
guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
C'est de la joute verbale où il y avait un combat d'épée en même temps en fait. Est-ce que ça l'a validé? Oui. Ok, donc plus que le puits, mais aussi trouver de la bouffe. Mais je peux leur jeter mon scorbut là. Et toi là.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
T'es sûr? Parce que je pense que littéralement, je pense que tu devrais plutôt leur balancer parce que le choléra, c'est
I
beaucoup
can
plus
stand on my
sympathique
head
de bouffer
without
cette
using
merde.
my hands.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Qu'une plante trop cool apparaisse.
I
Ça me fait
wish
marrer.
we could speak backwards. Or would it?
Yes, you know.
Yes, well,
C'était sûr.
here she goes.
That was fun.
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
Putain, donc ça veut dire que chaque vœu, je connais trop l'humour du gars. Ça veut dire que chaque vœu est vraiment réalisable. Bon, du coup, je peux vraiment pas. C'est la dernière tâche à faire.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
Ouais, non, j'ai pas fini les tâches.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Mais j'ai aucune idée de comment.
Never mind.
J'ai rien dans l'inventaire qui me permet de.
At home, I've got a collection of old
Oups.
scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole
Smells like grog.
Si je te redonne ça, t'es heureux?
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Pourquoi il a dit en France et ils ont dit Québec? Bah en fait non, parce que si je le fais, ils me disent que c'est pas pour nous.
That's our bread!
Ah, j'ai pas eu ça.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, you have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. I certainly hope you'll have better manners in the future.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Ouais,
We
elle veut
have
pas
some
nous
of your
donner.
bread to feed the duck.
I don't think so.
Putain, c'est le dernier truc qui manque, c'est trop con.
I never thought I'd ever find one.
Je peux rien leur donner. Si. Et si je le donne le trèfle à quatre feux au canard. Voilà.
I want to feed the duck.
Quoi? Ah bah c'est bon. Let's go. Allez, salut. Hein? Ah mais c'est Guybrush.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy
Je
dogs.
l'appelais
Those have
Guybrush.
toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did. Big whoop.
Big whoop!
Big whoop.
Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like,
Stuff,
there's
huh?
this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck,
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
but you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about.
C'est vrai.
Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Comment j'ai
Is
rencontré
this
votre
a
mère?
long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
Ça va, tête
No,
Busby.
stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
De mêler sur GameCube? Smash. C'est vrai qu'on l'a jamais on l'a jamais trouvé. Oh putain, c'est exactement. Exactement comme le début de Monkey Island. En tout cas, il y a le même humour, hein. Ouais, ils l'ont bien orchestré en tout cas. Quand même beaucoup de gens qui ont travaillé sur ce jeu comparé au premier. Bah, du coup c'est le retour du créateur de la série sur Monkey Island en vrai. Ce que m'avait dit H. Pepette.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi.
Pardon.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood.
C'est clair.
What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Attends, mais pourquoi je me rappelle du 1? J'ai fait le 2 il y a pas si longtemps, je me rappelle plus du tout d'ailleurs. Ça avait refait il y a 1 an et demi.
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Funny thing.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Parce que dans le premier, ok, on va se battre. Et le 2, ça se finit exactement comme le début du jeu. Donc, enfin, début de Return of Monkey Island.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
D'ailleurs, la fin du 2, qu'est-ce qu'elle est relou.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch.
Oh putain,
Just
mais...
as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be
Oui.
great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Est-ce qu'on va relouer une barque chez le vendeur
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks
Le
a lot
vendeur
like
relou.
an owl, doesn't it?
qui devient vendeur de cercueils dans le 2, je crois d'ailleurs, sur une île obscure où on doit faire un concours de crachat, etc. Ça commence à me revenir en vrai.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Bah c'est parti. T'as aucun arbre? Ah, putain, alors là c'est... Alors putain, en vrai c'est un véritable hommage, je pense que c'est la suite. Et en fait on joue littéralement au premier ou au deuxième quoi. C'est le même endroit que le premier là, l'île mêlée là.
re-elect Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication.
C'est vrai qu'ils ont pas fait un topo pour ceux qui découvrent le jeu en vrai. En gros, on est un espèce de forban complètement raté et on a croisé dans un bar une fois le Chuck là. Enfin, on le verra plus tard. On l'avait croisé dans ce même bar d'ailleurs. Et on a eu vent d'un espèce de trésor sur l'île des singes. Là. Et on a voulu évidemment y aller, mais ça s'est pas passé comme on avait dit. Donc là on est de retour dans le bar où tout commença dans le jeu en fait. Parce qu'il fallait qu'on ait un certificat de piraterie. Je crois que c'était eux qui le donnaient. Non, je crois que c'était... Putain, ils sont encore...
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Bah, il y avait la cuisine, mais... Putain, mais il y a un quiz du jeu avant, quoi. Il y a la cuisine, non? Ici. Et c'est ça qu'ils disent Merde, attends, il est où? Ouais, c'est la cuisine, ouais. D'ailleurs, on doit interagir dans le 1 avec la cuisine. Enfin, avec le... Qu'un cuisinier. Ah, c'est bien, ça fait un peu... Putain, je vais peut-être pas me rappeler de tout, hein, parce que bon... je les avais refait il y a pas si longtemps, mais...
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Je savais pas qu'il y avait... Mais oui, il y en
Where are
avait...
the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
Qu'on
A
avait...
secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
On a réussi à suivre une carte d'ailleurs de l'emplacement du trésor où il fait absolument que dalle. De mes passions personnelles. C'est quoi le truc le plus con qui puisse exister Bah c'est ce qu'on nous dit.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Elle est bonne celle-là.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
j'imagine qu'ils vont dire non.
Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Je crois que de toute façon, on n'a jamais... les anciens, on leur a jamais donné quoi que ce soit.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Oh putain,
Could you at least point me towards an available
je
ship?
suis sûr qu'il y a
You
encore
don't
le
even have a
vendeur.
ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Ouais, il était pas plus... Il était pas plus compréhensif non plus. Hein. Ok. Waouh.
How clever.
Musique du choc.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote.
Mais...
You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Ce serait vraiment abusé.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship's surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
Oh merde. En vrai, deuxième lieutenant, je serais en... Bosco, c'est pas ceux qui sont à la vigie là?
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
Ça n'a rien à voir avec la vie.
Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
How about ship's surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
Putain, on peut vraiment
I could be
pas...
the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
John Smith. En trou le truc.
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously
Putain.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Il fallait une mop. Mais attends, c'est marrant parce que si je suis blacklisté et que les gens savent que je suis l'ennemi juré, pourquoi ils viennent pas me pourchasser? Ah, il y a une carte. Vendeur de score de... J'en ai aucune idée. Ouais, il avait des lunettes. Il avait l'impression qu'il nous entendait. Il n'y a aucun sens de l'auteur. Ah là, j'ai pas. Honnêtement, j'ai pas. Je sais pas si on peut se tromper en vrai. Attends, pour moi, il a... Ça c'est mort. Ça peut être le... Ça, j'en ai aucune idée. C'est soit l'un, soit l'autre. On va faire ça. Pour moi, c'est juste parce qu'il avait des lunettes, quoi, et que on voyait pas ses yeux.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Ok. Mais pourtant, il y a des trucs qui sont barrés sur l'offre d'emploi, c'est bizarre.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison,
Eh mais...
would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Eh mais c'est pas la voyante, ça?
It'll be my ship soon enough.
Putain, le scumbar.
Elaine?
Mais c'est Hélène!
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
D'ailleurs, il a eu
A
son
little,
gosse
but
avec qui?
I
Avec
can skip
Hélène?
over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
T'es en train de me
Guybrush.
demander, d'ailleurs.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh
N'importe
dear.
quoi.
Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way. You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
Quoi?
No, you say bye first.
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 Okay. Bye.
Oh
Bye.
merde, j'aurais pu jouer longtemps, moi. Vraiment. Oh putain, et avant, putain, cette rue. Putain, c'est dommage qu'on n'ait pas le comparatif, parce qu'avant il y avait... Cette rue était illisible dans un Monkey Island. Il y avait quelques trucs à faire d'ailleurs. Faut tout. Oui, mais justement, putain, ouais, mais c'est dommage parce que Si t'avais joué avant, t'aurais pu comprendre. Mais
It's
c'est vrai
Elaine's
que c'est un peu
flyer about
dommage.
how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
D'ailleurs, je vais peut-être vous abandonner quelques minutes, faut que j'aille pisser, je reviens. Alors. Il y a un que là.
Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Ouais, il y avait plein de trucs ouverts à cette époque.
Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle.
Qui ça?
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally.
Lui, il était pas là, lui.
Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
En fait, c'est lui qui nous a analysé la carte au trésor.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island?
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
Wow.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Cartographiser. Cartographiser. Fismer. Putain, c'est trop dur à dire.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Il fait quoi là? C'est une carte ça? J'ai l'impression qu'il y a une tête de... Il y a plusieurs têtes en vrai.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Comment on fait déjà?
I didn't know you made globes too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Bon,
Never
ça
mind.
va pas, non? Il est juste hautement stylisé.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
On l'a vraiment volé devant lui.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Mais je suis un chapardeur hors pair.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, cursed black diamond. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
What's in the box?
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Ouais, c'est un peu creepy. Mais ok.
The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map.
Ça, c'est pas con, ouais.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes.
Mais le labyrinthe, c'est la fin du 2. Je pense pour chasser par le Chuck dans un labyrinthe, c'est vraiment chiant d'ailleurs.
Never seen one of those before.
J'ai une carte.
Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced.
Ah, j'ai pas vu que le tapis c'était une carte aussi.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
Bah du coup on a juste le monocle là.
It makes things look bigger.
On a de l'argent. On a combien?
I've got a few coins for incidentals. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Quand est-ce que j'ai eu une plume?
Hey, Wally. Nice weather.
Yep.
la conversation la plus triviale possible. Alors, bon, du coup, on peut plus aller. Ok. C'est vrai qu'il y a quasiment plus rien à faire dans cette grande rue. Ah.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
C'est pas qu'une question d'amnésie. Putain, mais. Salut, mamie.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Quoi?
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
D'accord, mamie.
Things are not what they seem.
Pour aller prendre son exomile, il faut aller faire dodo. C'est très important.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Il y a tellement de trucs à faire ici avant. Oh putain. Oh putain.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Oh mon dieu. Oui, mais j'ai pas de clé du coup. Ouais. Le magazine féminin.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Ouais, je pense que c'est à peu près à cause de nous.
A visitor!
Il est là!
Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Alors ça, c'est un mec... Et lui, c'est le vendeur de bateaux, putain. C'est pas possible.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Bravo.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Ok, ça marche.
Hey, Stan.
Putain,
Hello there,
c'est pas
son.
vrai. C'est pas vrai.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
Ok, incroyable ce personnage.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Ce qui est ouf d'ailleurs, c'est qu'ils ont la même couleur de texte, les personnages. C'est le souci du détail, j'imagine.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son, as natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
C'est le stéréotype du VRP à son paroxysme, en vrai.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whenever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
puis il parle beaucoup aussi.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Ah ouais?
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Ok.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. See you later.
Yep.
On va aller chercher sa brosse à dents.
At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Yeah, we are living the life.
Otis, putain, je...
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hello.
Là, techniquement... Fais le à propos du
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
y avait pas de... Non.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Il s'appelle Locke Smith, pourquoi on a changé son nom son nom est déjà un jeu de mots. Il a dit quoi, du coup? En français? Cléo de... Ouais. Si vous avez le jeu de mots, expliquez-moi.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Tu vois, le locksmith, c'est marrant, je trouvais, tu vois.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Il faut quoi alors?
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago.
Whitey
Seems
Bones.
to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
C'est marrant ça aussi.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
J'ai l'impression de connaître cette voix. J'ai l'impression d'avoir déjà entendu.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Bah si c'est tout, j'ai ce qu'il faut. Alors qu'est-ce qu'il vous faut?
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
Ok.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Ça c'est un incontournable de le dire à
The
tout.
story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
C'est mignon.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Il y a plein de trucs.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Ah mais il y a un perroquet, j'ai pas vu.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Je l'avais même pas vu.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's this lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch the glass.
Cléo déverrouillée, quoi. Alors du coup, j'ai besoin d'une...
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
Attends, c'était quoi ça?
I think it's a chandelier. Looks sort of like an eye.
Ouais, mais on peut examiner les...
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
How's your day going?
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Ah.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Ah bah...
You look like you're having a good time.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Ok. Je l'avais pas vu à la base non plus ce truc là. Alors.
Hi there.
Hello.
Je l'ai noté du coup.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Ah, mais ça coûte rien?
Hey, Guybrush!
Ça va,
Hey,
Ernesto? Otis, pardon.
They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Normalement,
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
il y avait un truc de son côté à l'époque du jeu, mais du 2.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
Ouais, il veut pas que je le libère, je sais pas pourquoi en vrai. Bon, il m'a mis la poudre en haut là. Putain, on pouvait pas... C'est pas agencé comme ça avant, il y avait pas de... C'était vraiment que des plans fixes où on pouvait pas avancer.
Carla.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Putain, ça va être encore une bataille de...
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Ah, il n'y a pas de jeu de verbal, si. putain.
I hope you're not still sore about that thing with the ship that one time.
Ancient history.
Oh, good.
I can think of plenty of more recent things to hold against you.
Oh.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Ah putain, j'ai perdu, hein. Ou alors c'est fait exprès, il est peut-être scripté ce combat là.
I've got my own project cooking.
Of course you do. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Sans blague.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Alors vous foutez quoi du coup?
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
Oui.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ok, c'est parce que je pensais que c'était scripté. D'ailleurs, il a été réparé du coup parce que on a foutu le bordel la dernière fois qu'on est
Looks like
ici.
Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Ah mais ouais, on avait... Putain, on avait un Rasta qui conduisait notre bateau d'ailleurs. Elle était trop bien la musique du gars au bateau.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Bah si tu veux. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc?
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Ok.
It's a lot of work being governor.
C'est tout?
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Ok. Ah mais si, on peut en faire une.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is...
Bah maintenant on a une peluche. Y'a pas un truc?
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh.
Dommage.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Me dis pas que c'est comme avant. Oh.
It's thicker than I would have imagined. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Mais... Je peux l'emprunter?
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Ok. J'imagine que juste s'excuser ne fonctionne pas, ok. Jeter, je sais même pas où est-ce qu'il faut vraiment que je le jette. What the fuck? Ah, on est là? On va aller au chantier naval. On va aller chercher la brosse à dents de Jean-Pierre Coff là.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
C'est pas très bien passé. Ça s'appelle pas une bite? Normalement.
I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
Putain, il voulait nous vendre une barque, je crois, et on l'a arnaqué.
It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Faut pas le prendre.
There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
Contempler la lutte.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island. This used to be such a bright, cheery place.
Du coup, il est où son bureau?
It's sad to see the shipyard like this.
Je peux pas accéder à son bureau?
It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Mais... Je peux pas rentrer.
It's good for relieving stress.
What? Mais il m'avait pas dit de... Ah mais c'est vraiment pas une tâche? On s'en bat les couilles? Ok. Je suis juste venu ici pour récupérer une éponge.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Pour faire une serpillière. Poste de gaz, c'est là où il y a Papy. Ok. 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 C'est quand même un jeu où il se passe des trucs.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me. And they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
He doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
Ok, ils ne mettent pas. Donc du coup, faut que je me grime aussi. Donc j'ai deux choses à faire. J'avais pas pensé à ça. T'es un scumbag. Ah, il était pas là lui avant.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
D'accord.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Beat it. Say it.
No.
Allez.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes. sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Fan service. C'est
nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Je peux pas accéder.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Oh putain, c'est vrai qu'on avait... on avait accès aux cuisines avant aussi.
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote Lyme's as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Wow. Bah, y en a eu une ici.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree.
Écoute, Yoda, je peux prendre ta serpillière ou pas?
How do I find the mop handle?
C'est pour ça que je peux aller dans la forêt, du
I
coup.
can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Ça marche, Yoda.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discuss.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
C'est pour ça que j'ai une éponge mouillée, du coup.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Le mec a tellement d'étoiles, il en a accroché même sur le mur, putain.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Putain.
Well, it's definitely a mop. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Est-ce qu'il a encore fait un truc?
I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Ok. D'ailleurs, on avait
Looks
mis
like a
un truc
mugshot.
dedans.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Mais on s'est enfui avec le bateau d'ailleurs. J'espère que j'ai une corde maintenant.
Stay away from my mop.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Active little guys, aren't they?
Folie.
Stay away from that picture.
Je suis le plus grand voleur du monde.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Ouais, ça marche pas. Ok. On va aller dans la forêt. Je peux pas aller dans... Alors ça se...
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to.
En vrai, il n'y a pas moyen de se barrer. C'est comme avant en fait, on doit...
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication.
Je vais faire ça pour accéder à la map. Il disait forêt.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
What? Je me souviens
Museum
pas de
of
ça.
Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Ah, c'était chez Carla.
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Ah mais oui, on avait fait un combat.
Hi there.
Hello there.
Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean.
C'est rien du tout
Or
ça.
on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Il va y avoir 1000 trucs à faire ici. Ah, c'est assez marrant. Oh, putain, me dis pas qu'il faut encore...
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know.
D'accord.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Ok. Je pensais qu'il y avait un achievement.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter, written by Elaine Marley, while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again.
Ouais, ça c'est Eileen.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
C'est vraiment un jeu fan service quand même.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Attends, il a un Marcel. J'avais pas vu, il a un Marcel. En fait, c'est notre musée, tout simplement.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
Il nous le faut, non? Oh putain.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Merde.
The display case is locked.
Ah, fait chier, je pensais avoir...
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
C'est obligé qu'il nous le faut. Obligé. Mais est-ce que le chat a laissé quand il...
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
Y'a quoi là? Y'a une carte déjà? Merde, c'est pas là. Quoi?
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Balayage d'écran nécessaire hein, dans un point and click. Et comment ça, il est philatéliste? C'est ça, hein, pour les mots croisés. Attends.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop.
Oui.
I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
C'est ça qu'on a... On avait 4 parties et...
Tell me again about the map?
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop.
Il y avait rien. Ah si, il y avait un truc dans... Je sais plus ce qu'il y avait dedans. Il cherche quoi lui?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Il y a tellement de questions.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in
Je vais aller
town?
voir Wally.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, all things piratey, real.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Bon, du coup, je peux pas voir le... On va ouvrir le perroquet.
It doesn't seem interested.
D'accord. Ah mais putain, c'est le cirque.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
C'est littéralement...
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Putain, mais qu'est-ce que je... J'arrive pas à lire les trucs. Attends, il avait dit quoi? Précisément?
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
J'ai pas une... Faut que j'aille encore voler la lentille de Wally. Encore une fois. J'ai pas de carte, ça sert. Il y avait un truc. Putain, c'était une biche. Oh ma biche. Oh ma biche. Il était où déjà? Là?
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Wally, il est où déjà? Il est là. Putain, j'ai oublié, il y a que 2 endroits. Ah, mais il y en a un autre.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Ah bon?
Bye.
Ok. Du coup, j'ai 2 lentilles. Et il y en a encore une. Puis j'y retourne. Nope.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Encore là, ouais.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
C'est
Thanks.
No charge.
C'est les solus. Ah ok. Ouais, c'est marrant comme c'est fait du coup.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now. But I believe I could restore its abilities.
Ah, je savais qu'il le fallait. Okay.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. Scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
On sait jamais.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. The scrollwork is... Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Keep up the good work, buddy.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Not very practical. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Moi j'imagine qu'il n'y a plus rien. Est-ce que je peux jeter Il n'y a pas inventaire, voilà. Non, mais en fait j'ai pas vu là.
It's hopeless.
Est-ce que j'ai ça? Ok. Mais attends, mais du coup, lui, il faut juste que je lui rapporte du bois.
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Mais c'est bizarre.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. This place has kind of gone downhill.
Hey, kid!
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son!
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
Ok. Putain, je l'avais pas vu. Appel à ma mémoire. Et la chance. C'était Ted ou Ned, de toute façon. Putain, mais j'ai aucune idée de... Est-ce qu'il faut que je m'aventure quand même dans la forêt? Comme avant.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel, or alliums, or clematis. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Des fois, il fallait qu'on se perde avant. C'est la même chose.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Putain, mais... Pourquoi j'ai deux monocles? Je peux pas les fusionner.
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Putain, mais...
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Les gong. Et du coup, il cherche quoi comme mot, lui?
What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
Mais comment tu peux répondre à... Putain, il y a tout 12 pages. Où tu peux répondre à ça? Bon allez go, on va aller lui voler truc. Là je savais pas qu'on pouvait aller à la boutique vaudou. Let's go to the serrurière. Et te
Welcome back.
Hiya.
Je vais te verrouiller.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Non, ça, philatélie, c'est pour les timbres, d'ailleurs. Si je lui donnais...
It doesn't seem interested.
Putain, mais ils aiment pas les... Et c'est quoi ça?
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course.
Bien sûr. Bien sûr, bien sûr. Mais tout à fait. Le problème c'est que même si je joue...
I used to love these when I was 6.
Putain.
Until I got trapped.
Ok, j'ai une clé.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good.
That is a really big...
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Carrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Putain.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Oh non, mais faut que je... Faut que j'attire l'attention du perroquet, fais chier.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten.
Putain, si même lui, il est pas...
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. It doesn't seem interested.
Bon, je vais réessayer, je vais voir si je peux faire quelque chose.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. I like things neat. Gotta get...
Pas.
That's folded perfectly.
Merde.
That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Putain, mais je peux rien faire.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch.
Je peux pas me planquer.
What's a six-letter word for pirate?
Pirate.
Ok. Ok, je pense que c'était le truc le plus facile de l'univers. Parce qu'en vrai, je peux interagir avec rien.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Je peux me planquer nulle part. Je peux pas fermer. Putain, je peux pas l'enfermer quelque part. Je pensais que ça allait être simple, ça allait pas du tout. Nickel. Aïe 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 aïe. Putain, il est pas intéressé par... Je n'ai aucune idée d'où
The
j'ai
pen
trouvé
is
ça.
mightier than the sword. pen is mightier than the sword. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Conrad Lee.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Je peux pas me cacher dans un cercueil, genre.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Mum would be proud. Crisp? Creep.
Tell me again about the coffin and ore.
That's folded perfect. That'll do. I'm gonna have...
Putain. C'est pas possible.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that... Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked.
Et puis après on va
I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Left first, then right.
It doesn't seem interested.
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have...
Je m'en dis, je vais faire une dernière fois.
Welcome back. I checked the display case.
Tell me again.
It belongs supposedly.
Je peux pas, ouais, je peux rien faire.
Tell me again about
that once.
Je voulais me barrer. Ok, bah j'ai aucune idée de ce que je peux faire. À part l'empoisonner, mais...
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It doesn't look finished. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
Des fois, faut faire des trucs débiles dans Monkey Island. Mais il était pas là, lui?
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week.
Mais il y a toujours un
I
mec
don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Putain.
Fancy.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Putain.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Bon, on va aller retourner au palais du...
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Putain, mais à chaque fois qu'on retourne ici, il y a un nouveau personnage, c'est dingue. Ah.
They're having a half-off sale.
C'est juste d'aller vite. Je peux pas lui emprunter...
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Et ben, c'est là que ça commence à être compliqué. Si je peux absolument pas l'emprunter.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back... You never even...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing... I need...
D'accord. J'ai aucune idée de ce que je peux lui filer, mais c'est vrai qu'elle elle le veut plus. Si je lui parle, on va se taper. Ouais.
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm...
Je peux pas échanger, genre, avec une boîte de biscuits. Putain. Ouais, pareil, on va... Putain,
I don't really have anything.
Practice.
Je suis dans une impasse. Aucun moyen d'accéder Putain, je sais pas quoi faire. Tout est... Je suis dans le réel Monkey Island là. Tout est verrouillé maintenant. Faut que je fasse un truc avec cette foutue peluche, mais je sais pas du tout quoi faire.
It's hopeless.
Eh ben, j'ai aucune idée. J'ai pas encore utilisé la plume. Ils sont chauds. Au goût de soupe, comment c'est déjà?
Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Je peux pas, genre, falsifier des trucs, changer quoi que ce soit.
Expedition to Fabled Monkey Island. How clever. Hey, watch it!
What the fuck? Assassin! Eh ben, me voilà bien avancé. Je peux vraiment pas la brûler, cette putain de peluche de merde. Il y avait pas un autre endroit que j'ai pas vu. Bon, ils sont quand même apparents, mais... Putain. Je pense qu'elle est trop importante pour qu'on la balance quelque part en vrai. Parce que le seul endroit où je pourrais faire ça... Écoute, hein, ouais, on va tenter. Je sais pas ce que ça peut... Je sais pas ce que ça peut apporter comme truc de le jeter en fait. Non, je peux le jeter nulle part. Ça tout paraissait logique et maintenant je suis beau max. Quoi? En vrai, attends. Un truc que j'ai jamais utilisé, c'est ça. J'imagine que ce sera sur la serpillière. Démêler la ficelle. Non. Je devrais tirer le clé. Mais en même temps, on m'a pas donné les raccourcis. Pourtant, là, il y a une interaction quand même. Comparé tout ce que tu peux lui filer. C'est trop bizarre. C'est trop bizarre, c'est trop bizarre. Tu veux de l'argent? Il y a un truc que je manquais. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
J'ai oublié un truc. Et j'ai oublié de faire un truc.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Quel côté déjà? Ah non.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Je pensais que je pouvais aller dans l'église, mais non. Parce que c'est éclairé quand même.
It seems to be stuck closed. This key doesn't fit. This key doesn't fit. I don't see anything useful here.
Putain. Ah, fait chier. C'était le dernier truc que... C'était le dernier truc que je me disais, il manquait, il fallait faire quelque chose. Mais c'était déjà bloqué de toute façon avant, je me rappelle plus comment on faisait dans le 2.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts.
Super.
Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Ouais. Mon avenir, c'est de fabriquer une serpillière, putain.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Très profond.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Corina. Nice.
Corinne, ça vous irait bien comme
Somehow
prénom.
it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Let's go. Je vais pas sacrifier...
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
Est-ce que je peux éponger, enfin imbiber mon éponge de savoir? Il y a des trucs évidemment débiles, mais souvent c'est utile.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Tu me l'as pas dit avant, vite.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons. Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
J'ai pas lu.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
J'ai pas lu. Attends, j'ai vraiment récupéré 2 trucs là. Bon, au moins je vais pouvoir me faire pardonner. Ce qui est le truc le plus important. Ah, avant, quand on restait cliqué, il avançait quand même. Bon, parfait, je peux récupérer la recette. Ok, tout va se dégouiller.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Mais tu vas m'excuser, connasse! Personne qui l'a.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Est-ce que tu es dur avec la dureté? Tu es dévoué envers l'enfant. Mais putain, mais qu'est-ce que ça veut dire tous ces trucs-là?
I value that you are dedicated to dedication.
Fallait le faire. Oui. Moi, je pense que ça a un peu d'importance là. Et je dis toujours, et tout le monde
And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
Est-ce que tu prends le totem de la parole et ma grenouille,
This is for you.
pardon.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Il fait la même gueule, putain. Putain.
Dear Carla.
Bon, ça,
sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Bon, ça c'est obligé.
I value that you are dedicated to dedication.
C'est bien à la fin, putain.
And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
J'ai vu mon système de rappel.
I promise to do better in the future.
C'est parce que je pense qu'il y a une phrase qui fonctionne pas.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Tu peux jamais que les gens le lisent. Bon, je vais tenter alors. Putain, c'est pas vrai.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication.
T'as dit quoi? Tu as plus gentil que les gens le disent. Mais je l'ai pas fait d'ailleurs.
And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
J'ai l'impression que je l'avais déjà marqué.
I promise to do better in the future.
Non.
This is for you.
Ça se trouve c'est pas un
Dear
mot qu'elle...
Carla, this is a nice one. I reject you.
Parce qu'en fait, ça se trouve c'est pas ce qu'il y a marqué dessus qu'elle veut pas. Tu veux des cacahuètes? Non mais si c'est la phrase, c'est forcément la phrase.
Dear Carla, sorry for... I value the...
C'est que là où il y a que quelques choix. J'ai mis ça.
And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me.
Putain.
This is for...
Dear, this is a nice one thing. I reject.
Il n'y a pas un détail.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. It's a lot of work being governor.
Non, je peux pas obtenir des infos. Ah, pause, c'est...
Can we try the frog again?
Dear, this is a night one. I reject your frog.
Putain, mais c'était Halloween. Et tu l'as bouffé, putain de grenouille.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough.
Alors. Putain, mais c'est loose. C'est loose.
To whom it may concern. Sorry for blowing you up that one time. With fear and respect, Guybrush.
Voilà. Tiens.
This is for you.
This frog isn't even addressed to me. I don't know what you think you're doing. I reject your frog.
Il faut lui jeter à la gueule, ouais. C'est bon.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing.
Elle a noté que j'avais mis un truc spécialement pour elle.
I value that you are dedicated to dedication.
Je pense qu'il manque un choix ici. Il doit manquer un choix. Et comment je fais pour... Putain.
And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
C'est le seul truc que j'ai pas fait.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Je vais tout casser.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Je vais tout casser. Pourquoi je peux pas?
Hey, kid!
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son!
See you later.
Yep.
Mais putain de merde. Putain, mes cartes à puce, c'est pas... Putain, c'est pas un nom de centurion romain dans Astérix. Ouais, c'est antivirus. C'est antivirus. Nom de Brolix, journal du X. Putain, mais c'est pas possible.
Nothing says I'm sorry like a dried up old frog.
No worries. I've moved beyond you blinding, burning, blowing up and marooning me all those years ago.
Good to know.
C'est un vrai bro. Comment tu t'appelles déjà? Mais en vrai...
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Je pense que juste on va couper du bois avec. Putain, a avancé, mais on n'a pas avancé. J'adore quand ça se passe comme ça. Il n'y a aucun détail autre part en fait. Putain, en vrai je voulais m'arrêter à la fin de la première partie. J'ai rien. J'ai aucune idée. Mais c'est pas possible. Il manque un truc. Je dois pas que lui filer la grenouille en fait. C'est me dit que je peux faire mieux, c'est pas simplement avec des mots. Mais j'ai rien. Y a pas un truc. Je vais pas la plonger dans son.
Too bad it's empty. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month.
Je peux pas lui faire un
Do you do
cadeau.
gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks.
Y'a pas un petit ruban, un petit truc sympa?
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at...
T'as pas un petit ruban Fonctionne pas, bah si elle la refuse...
Not very practical. I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
Mais pourquoi on se ruine à acheter de la merde? C'est quand même assez incroyable.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
Mais... Je peux la mettre sur moi? Non. Putain, mais je fais plus
It
paquet
says
cadeau.
everything must go, but it says it with numbers. Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy.
Bon, ça fait 10 fois que je retourne dans ce truc et j'ai encore des choses à faire, c'est quand même assez incroyable. Par contre, je sais pas du tout à quoi ça va me servir cette connerie.
If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one.
Donc il a déjà pété, il me semble.
That never ends well for the knife.
Putain, c'était le premier truc qui avait bougé depuis...
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya.
It's a brush.
Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
C'est plus compliqué que ça là, c'est pas... Je peux pas des biscuits
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Attends, j'avais pas vu la carte. Putain. Pourquoi ça suffit pas? Qu'est-ce qui manque? C'est pas des mots qui manquent. Un paquet cadeau, t'aimes pas ça? Putain. J'ai encore un item dont je n'ai aucune utilité. Eh ben, je sais pas. J'en ai aucune idée là de ce qu'il faut faire. Enfin, si. Si, je sais ce qu'il faut faire, je sais pas ce qui manque. C'est quand même incroyable. Bon. Sauvegarder, il se fait tard. J'espère qu'on accède ici. Je vais arrêter là. Peut-être que la nuit porte sommeil, on verra bien.